Hi, and welcome to Kill Panic's Ace Games. Today, I wanted to show you a nice game I had recently, a Tier 10 game in my trusty 1390. The map is Kharkov, which is still a pretty new map, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know it all that well. I've played it enough times to know that it's not just the newest urban map. It's a rabbit warren of dead ends and overlapping fire lanes, and if you end up in the wrong place at the wrong time, you can get flanked and overmatched in a heartbeat. I decided to start off with a perfunctory little scouting loop. It's hardly worthwhile, but on the one hand, I want my team to know that they have an active scout working for them, while on the other, I don't want to get caught out by that gang of T-71s on the other team. In any case, your role as a scout in an urban map isn't to provide scouting information per se, but to provide flanking firepower at the decisive moment of impact. With that in mind, I head back to the middle of our friendly deployment to consider my options. I can see on the minimap that the enemy T-71s have occupied the town square in the southeast of the map, and I briefly consider skirmishing them down there. But I'm actually better suited to do damage against higher tier targets, fighting up as it were. Whereas I'm probably at a disadvantage against the faster reloading and more numerous T-71s. Then I see a gang of low tier heavies also cross into the southeast, and that gives me an idea. What if this E-75 hanging out at E7 is isolated? Maybe I can go across this broad plaza without getting lit, without getting shot at, and get some shots into his back. So I decide to go for it. Now if there's a TD at the end here, I got nowhere to run, I'm basically toast. But no risk, no reward, as they say. Turns out, I get all the way there. And of course, my first shot goes wild. It's an autoloader after all. He still hasn't spotted me though. So I'm able to get some more shots into him. Take some fire from the Lorraine to the north, and a hit from the T-28. And once I kill the D-75, I book it out of there and reclip. Score 1 for the good guys. This gives us a nice advantage right in the middle of the map. I want to get to a safe spot while I reload, but not so far away that I can't influence the action as soon as I have got bullets back in the gun. I spot an E-100 crashing around our midline, and I dip in to go after him, but I've still got a long way to go on my clip. And then I'm lit and I realize, hey, I've just exposed myself to fire from the southeast. There's green blobs between me and them though, so I decide to hold my position, and once I'm almost reloaded, I go on in. Very badly aimed first shot. Bounces off side armor as expected, but I refocus on his butt and get the rest of the shots right in there. I'm out of bullets, so I have to leave him with some health, but hopefully our friendly tanks can finish him off. As I'm egressing, I'm already looking for the next fire to put out. And this 704 is pinging for help, so I head over there. I'm not going to be loaded nearly in time to be able to help him. But the flank does look weak, and if he does work, maybe I can bat cleanup for him. Remember what I said about Kharkov being a rabbit's warren? Look at all these tunnels and alleyways. The 704 finishes off his targets, but I know there's more guys over there. I dip through this tunnel, just in time to see an FE-183, and here I have to make a really risky play. One twitch and I'm dead. I guess he didn't see me though. I missed my first shot, but since he's shot, I know I can finish off my clip and get away before he reloads. Man, that was lucky on my part. Once again, I don't have quite enough to finish him, so I have to leave him wounded. But there's that low sitting there, who was AFK for the first half of the game, and maybe he'll finally do some good. He just trundles right in and gets the kill. Look at that. And suddenly, after a very tight game, we're up a couple tanks and we're in cleanup mode. So I'm reloading and looking to pick up some empty damage. I figure I'll be about reloaded by the time I get to that IS-3. Maybe I can save a friendly tank in the process. As you can see throughout this game, I've applied urban scouting tactics. That is to say, rather than be out in front of the main line, I stay behind the main line and swing back and forth as a mobile fire brigade, using my speed and mobility to get to where I'm needed the most. The 1390 is ideally suited for this because of its high burst potential damage. The IS-3 doesn't even try to aim for me. I'm able to park behind him and finish him off with a well-placed shot. I still got 4 in the pipe, and there's not enough game left for me to trigger a reload. So I go hunting for that Lorraine that shot me earlier. Hi, Miss Lorraine. You remember me? Probably not, but you never know. I just drive straight at him. I got enough hit points to take a hit. Nice shot. The 1390 has enough firepower to contribute to any battle, if you can stay alive, that is. Urban maps like Kharkov mean that standoff vision-based tactics are out, so you have to use surprise and mobility to be an effective teammate. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it, tell your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tolerating Kill Panic. Until next time, may all your crits be ammo racks.